everybody, and welcome to another episode of DDTS, episode 726. I'm back with another video. Let me go ahead and get my thing. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of DDTS, episode 726. This is a live episode. Um, I'm gonna try not to make this too long, but if it comes that way, you know, it becomes that way. I decided that I'm gonna make my episodes live for a little bit, like make live episodes, because I think that's much easier for me than just recording and all this and then the third. But I want to thank each and every one of you that are on this episode that decided to tune in and watch. Now, if you see what's in the background, I will be doing a review. I will be doing a recap. I will be doing my opinion and my take, what I thought about the Super Bowl. And let me tell y'all, I am not going to disappoint. I'm going to give y'all my honest opinion, my honest thought, and everything. But if you haven't yet, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you will get notified when I have new videos available. Please hit that like button, like this video, like this live or whatever. This is a live episode. I'm gonna try not to. I don't know how long it's gonna be, so yeah. I got hot tea this morning. I ran out of coffee, but I got tea. So I just want to dive in on a couple of things. The first thing that I want to dive into is that I was trying to find the Super Bowl so I wouldn't miss the live performance like when Bad Bunny and everybody performed live. Sadly, I missed the live performance because I did not have the channel that you stream the Super Bowl on. But luckily, after waiting patiently, before I laid down and went to bed, they had uploaded the performance that Bad Bunny that he did with Christina Aguilera, Ricky Martin, Cardi B. It was so many cameos and so many appearances. It was so wonderful. And I bet y'all are waiting. I bet y'all are wondering, what did I think of the Super Bowl? Like I said in my live yesterday, on a couple of episodes ago, I am for Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, he did a truly amazing, outrageous, extraordinary job, and I am for it. Bad Bunny, he truly made the Super Bowl what it was meant to be made of. He took his moment and he shined. And what I liked about it, Bad Bunny not only paid tribute to his Puerto Rican heritage, but he paid tribute to every Latino, every Latino Hispanic country that's out there. Every region that was out there, he paid tribute to it all. And that is simply amazing. And I truly loved it. I was basically glued when I watched the performance. I loved it. But this the thing though, I might not have understood anything that Bad Bunny was saying. I might not understood it. I might not understood what he was singing. I might not understood what he was talking about. But I bet you believe this, I truly loved it, and I was dancing to it. And I've never seen so many peoples get so hyper, and I've never seen so many peoples get a pop out of something so extraordinary and amazing. Um, Mo Mohi Mohai. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Um, yeah, I think it was truly amazing. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. And you know there were plenty of peoples that had something to say, not positive but negative. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. It was a lot of people's after the Super Bowl, during the Super Bowl, basically saying that they could not understand what Bad Bunny was saying, but they enjoyed the music. They enjoyed the performance. He paid attention to every Latino heritage, every Latino country and world that spoke Spanish. He paid attention to everything around the world associate to it that is in his heritage, and that is what I loved. Now, let me take another sip of my tea because I'm about to get into this whole situation here. Like I said, this video might not be long, but let's go ahead and get into it. It goes back athlete as some don't mind, bro. Hello, how you doing? Um, did I know? Um, might be some trolls. I don't know. I will say this. It all goes back to the Grammys of this year, of last week, I believe. It all goes back to the Grammys that Bad Bunny, he won his Grammy. It all goes back to that. And before he won his Grammy, it was already some talk that it was already some talk that no, I'm not vegan. Um, it was already some talk that um, no, I'm not vegan. Well, I'm gonna tell you what you're about to be. You're about to be removed. Okay. One second, y'all. Okay. Cause I'm not going for this negativity while I'm doing this episode. Okay. So it all started back when he was doing his Grammys. It all started back when he won his Grammy. But actually, it starts back before the Grammys. It started back sometime at the end of 2025 that Bad Bunny has been chosen to headline the Super Bowl 2026 for the halftime show. So when that announcement came, you already know it was a lot of peoples that were against Bad Bunny performing. It was already a lot of peoples against it. It was y'all already know, it was the President of the United States. It was so many peoples. And I think the thing was the reason why a lot of peoples was so hell bent and a lot of peoples was so mad and a lot of peoples were against Bad Bunny. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So back what I was saying. The reason why so many peoples were hell bent and why they were against Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl is because of his heritage. Is because he sang his music in Spanish. And it was because he is of Puerto Rican descent. And he is a minority. That's why a lot of peoples, including y'all's president and everybody else associated with that administration, was against it. Not only, not only peoples like y'all's president, but it's also peoples of my color, of my skin tone, that was part of that administration. And I'm gonna get into that in just into a little bit. Now, I will say this. If y'all can give this Kid Rock or whatever his name is the time of day and some of the shady stuff that he said, and if he can perform at the Super Bowl, that's if he performed at the Super Bowl. I forgot if he performed or not. If y'all can give Kid Rock the time of day to perform at the Super Bowl or even perform for y'all in general is beyond me because give Bad Bunny a chance because Bad Bunny delivered one of the most historic and amazing performances that there was to deliver. Not only did he raise the bar for the culture, but he also raised the bar and in his performances and in his performance, this is one of the performances that of Bad Bunny's that I saw, including him, besides him fighting in WWE against Damian Priest. I will say this. His performance was a message. And at the end, I can't remember, but at the end, I think it had something to say, fight love with hate. He also says fight love with hate. And that's the most important thing. That's what you should do. Fight love with hate. And I also want to say this. It was so many peoples that were against Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl way before the Grammys, including y'all president and so many other peoples, because you had peoples that were of that administration and you had peoples that are in my community that is part of that administration that pretty much is on that side saying that they don't think that Bad Bunny, they don't think Bad Bunny should perform because he speaks Spanish. We can't understand it. We need somebody that's American and can understand. Listen here. Listen. Y'all gonna have to learn. People's gonna have to learn. Bad Bunny said in a way, respectfully, y'all got a couple of months to learn Spanish before the Super Bowl. And even if you cannot understand it, this is my opinion. Even if you can't understand it, you better vibe. You better vibe. You better shake your legs, shake your arm, and shake whatever you have to shake, and you better vibe with it. Go along with it. Because I enjoyed the performance. I couldn't understand a word what Bad Bunny was saying, but at the same time, I loved it. And I think, and this is my opinion, we need to have more experiences and more performances and more different culture experience like that. We definitely do. We need to have that. Because listen, you got Bad Bunny, you got Celia Cruz, you got Selena Quintanilla, you got all of these legends that are part of the Latino and the Latina community. You have those legends. You have Selena. You have Celia Cruz. You have Bad Bunny, and you have J Lo. Yeah, you have so many more. You have Pitbull. You have Ricky Martin. You have so many peoples that are part of the Spanish culture. You have so many peoples that is part of the Spanish culture that Bad Bunny paid homage to. You got Cardi B, you have a lot of peoples. She paid tribute, Bad Bunny paid tribute to all of that. From the past, from the present, and the future. That was a true message. And I'm so honored that I had the opportunity to watch before I laid down on YouTube. I think the performance is still on YouTube. Go on YouTube and you type in Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show. I think it should be up right there. I'm gonna say this. I truly enjoyed the episode. I'm gonna put up another picture if I may. I try to put up stuff that is related to it. I also want to get into this. Okay, so we're gonna push done. It says right here, I'm gonna sit back for this one. It says Super Bowl 2026. Bad Bunny brings Puerto Rican culture to the halftime show stage. And that's what I mean. It is so legendary. It was so legendary. I loved it. Ricky Martin was there. Cardi B was there. Christina Aguilera. So many peoples. I loved it, the fact that Bad Bunny showed so much love to everyone part of the Spanish culture. It doesn't matter if you're from if you're from Puerto Rico, Mexico, the Dominican Republic. It does not matter. Spain, all that. I really felt all that. Even though I'm not Spanish, I'm not Spanish. I'm black. And I will say this, y'all might not believe me, but I did some research. And when you think about it, it is a lot of Afro Puerto Ricans. It is a lot of Puerto Ricans that have black ancestry. And a lot of people might not know, but the Puerto Rican music that we all love, that some of us love, that majority of a lot of people's love, it comes from Africa. When you do your research and you look up Puerto Rican music, where it comes from, it's going to tell you that it's going to have something regarding Africa in it. So you have got to realize a lot of people don't want to claim it, but it's true. You do have Puerto Ricans that do have black ancestry in them. And even though they don't want to claim it, they don't want to acknowledge it, they do. But there's nothing wrong with accepting the fact of your ancestry. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that. But I also wanted to bring this out here. So yeah, I wanted to put this up here as well. It says the Super Bowl 2026, Bad Bunny brings Puerto Rican culture to the halftime show stage. And I loved it. I lived for it. And it basically teaches you a lesson and it tells you so much that the Spanish culture are just important as well. The Spanish culture, Puerto Rican culture, all the cultures in the world that are Spanish, all the ones that didn't, vote for, that are not for Trump, matters. I want to put that out there, but let me go ahead and put this other one up there. I know y'all might be mad at me for this, but hey. Okay, so I want to read this headline and I wanted to elaborate with y'all on this, okay? If I may, it says Trump lashes out at Bad Bunny's historic Super Bowl performance, the worst ever, or something like that. And let me put done on that. And I just wanted to elaborate on that for a minute. I just wanted to elaborate on that for a minute. Let me go ahead and put this picture back up. I'm gonna put another one up. Yeah, I just wanted to elaborate on it for a minute, okay? This is part of the performances, okay? I just want to elaborate on it for a minute. So you mean to tell me, this is y'all's president? He had so much mean stuff in him to say this. He was probably one of the first peoples that were against the Bad Bunny performance at the Super Bowl. Him and and among many other peoples. But I just want to elaborate on this. Like what I was saying earlier, you had a lot of peoples that are MAGA, that are part of that administration, that are his supporters, that had an issue. You had people's MAGA, you had those supporters of his making videos saying that, oh, it was one of the worst ever, and it shouldn't have been doing all that, and men were gyrating on men and everything, and having little kids doing all that, dancing all that. Child, if you don't hush, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Go on to bed, take your little nap, you will be all right. Cause the same peoples that had a problem with Bad Bunny's performance, the peoples that are in that whole circle of his supporters had a problem. If those same peoples that had a problem with Bad Bunny's performance are the same peoples that be going to these Mexican restaurants, they be going to these other restaurants of other communities that they swore that they be talking down so bad on. Them be the first ones to go in the restaurant, getting a seat and eating the food. You can't call the kettle black. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people's had so many issues with the Bad Bunny performance, including y'all's president. But that's the thing. Bad Bunny is not worried about that. Bad Bunny made history. He told a message. He told a story. I also want to say this. I also want to say this. I also want to say, remember when I said I was going to say it's a lot of black of supporters of that MAGA administration? Apparently it is. You had a lot of black folks of my community, of my skin tone, darker than me, had something to say about the Bad Bunny performance, saying, we don't think that he should be performing this and that and the third. We really think that somebody American that speaking English, that's saying English to perform, because we can't understand that. Well, listen, you don't have to understand something to not enjoy it, to enjoy it. You can, I don't care if they singing in Hebrew, if it got some good beat to it, and if they singing good, and if I'm feeling it in my soul, and if it's me learning something different beyond the culture, I'm gonna stick with it. And I love the performance that Bad Bunny gave. I love it all. Because not only did Bad Bunny have the opportunity to pay tribute to all of the Spanish culture, but he represented all cultures in all types of ways with all the flags, the United States of America, and all the other flags that were out there. To me, Bad Bunny represented for all last night. And I've never seen so many peoples in the black and brown community come together and be united and have so much love like that in forever. Because if you ever thought about it in the past, it's like they tried to put the black and brown against us, against one another. But I guess it took this whole union and the magic and the love and the music and the performance of Bad Bunny to, bring us all together. And I love it. I also want to say this because I think my video is about to come to an end. I'm going to stop at the 30-minute mark and I'm at the 25, 26-minute mark. I might go over a little over. But I want to say this. I wondered for the Latinos and Latinas that sided with that individual. And if they did watch that performance of Bad Bunny, I wanted to basically ask this. And I was just thinking, I was like, for the Latinos and the Latinas that portrayed their history, that portrayed their backgrounds, that portrayed their families, that basically betrayed their culture, who sided themselves to an individual that lied to them, that deported them, that deceived them, everything. I wonder, I bet they are punching the air right now because of what Bad Bunny has done. I bet some is punching the air right now. I bet some is like, oh yes, 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 represent, represent. That's how it should be, represent. But in my opinion, yes, it's Black History Month, but you know me. But in my opinion, if I may say this, in my opinion, my honest opinion, it is so many Latinos and Latinas that want to be close to a community that does not care about them, that talks down on them, that talks behind their back. The same ones that talks behind their back are the same ones that be trying to eat their food and adapt from their culture. But all of a sudden, while they're trying to adapt, these are the same ones that be eating their food, going into their restaurants. But why would you go into their restaurants and you have a problem with that community? I just want to say that. While this video comes to an end, I wanted to say, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in on this episode of DDTS live episode. And also, I might go back and rewatch that live performance once again on YouTube if it's still up. I want to say Bad Bunny did a wonderful job. Let me put up another photo. And I posted this photo. Let me get out y'all. Wait, let y'all see. I posted this photo last night of Bad Bunny. I posted that photo last night of Bad Bunny. I put this back in the background. I posted it last night of Bad Bunny. He did amazing. And I want to tell y'all something. I was on Facebook, and y'all won't believe what a person had the audacity to say. Somebody put on a post, I think this was right after the performance that Bad Bunny and everybody gave. After the performance, somebody went on Facebook in a group that I was in. They had the nerve to say, geez, Bad Bunny's got a big you know what. I'm like, is that what you got out of the performance? Is that what you got out of the darn performance? Is that what you got out of the whole performance, that he got a big you know what? Is that his equipment is big? Is that he got this? Is he got that? Listen, I understand. I play I play for the LGBTQIA community team. Yes, I play for you know me. If you watch my videos, you know. Yes, Bad Bunny is gorgeous. He's handsome. He's he's everything. gorgeous, handsome, beautiful, glamorous, flawless, whatever you want to put it. I was not watching that performance because of that. I was not watching his performance because of the gyrating and trying to look at his equipment. If that's what a lot of y'all got out of it, then a lot, like honestly, some of y'all really need help because it was more to that performance than that. Okay? That performance told a story. That performance was a message. That performance was powerful. And that performance made so many MAGA supporters so mad, and I am living for it. That performance made so many MAGA so mad, including y'all's president. He's saying that that's the worst ever. No, honey, that was not the worst ever. That was the best ever. That was one of the best ever performances of the Super Bowl that I've saw. Next to Kendrick Lamar's, one of the best. And I think the thing is, y'all president is so pressed that it was the best and that he was mad that it was the best because Bad Bunny showed out. And not only that, because it was a brown person that did it. It was a brown person. It was a minority person that did it. He was just mad because nobody of his community was part of it. He's mad because Kid Rock didn't perform. He's mad because people still on his ass because of that racist remark that he put on a post on social media about the Obamas. Oh yeah, he's still getting backlash for that. Oh, that ain't going away. It's Black History Month too? You ain't getting off that easy. But that is my video for today, y'all. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and do not forget to subscribe. And that will be my live episode of DDTS, episode 726. I will be doing my episodes live for now on till I decide to change it up once again. But I think this will be easy for me. I think this will be easy for me. I think this would be, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. It'll be easy for me. So I want to thank y'all. And I want y'all to put in the comments, what did y'all think of this video? What did you guys think of Bad Bunny's performance at the Super Bowl 2026? Don't forget to put it in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Please be respectful. Please be respectful. And please be mindful. Thank y'all. And I will see y'all on the next episode of DDTS. And I love y'all. And I see y'all soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.